Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Legit. Before we get into this week's action-packed video, I wanted to tell you that the competition to win LDM's Advent X waterproof gloves is now open. So to keep your hands toasty warm and dry all throughout the winter downpours, all you have to do is follow the link in the description. Guys, best of luck. I'll catch you at the end of the video. A man who carried out a violent machete attack against another male in Tower Hamlets has been jailed for 8 years. Dominic Cummings, who's 21 years old, of Invicta Close, Tower Hamlets, was sentenced to 8 years imprisonment on Tuesday 24th of September at Snaresbrook Crown Court. He was previously found guilty of attempted grievous bodily harm with intent and possession of an offensive weapon on Thursday the 15th of August at the same court. The court heard that around 16:15 hours on the 21st of May 2018, 3 males were travelling along Bow Common Lane when they stopped at a set of traffic lights. Cummings, who was riding a moped, recognised the men in the car, pulled up onto a pavement before getting off the moped. He pulled a large machete from his trousers and walked towards the car. The driver, male 1, and the passenger, male 2, got out and were briefly chased by Cummings on foot towards St Paul's Way until they escaped. Cummings returned to the car, which was stopped at the traffic lights. As soon as he opened the door, a third man, male 3, who had been in the back of the car, brandished his own blade at Cummings. However, he dropped it and tripped over, falling to the ground. Cummings proceeded to attack this man with the machete multiple times, slashing his arms, chest and head, causing him to suffer significant blood loss. The victim got back into the car and drove off. Cummings fled the scene on his moped, heading northbound on Bow Common Lane. It's unknown where the other 2 men went. Officers received intelligence that Cummings was responsible for the incident, and he was later arrested on the 14th of June 2018. Detective Constable Andrew Bray of the Met Central East CID said this was a vicious attack and the victim is extremely lucky to walk away with his life. Cummings carried out this brutal attack in broad daylight, leaving passers-by fleeing in panic and in fear of their own lives. Cummings is a violent individual, and I'm grateful for the jury and witnesses for helping us to secure this conviction. West Midlands Police have launched a fresh new drive to improve motorbike safety and help reduce the risk of serious collision across the region. The force is using plainclothes officers on an unmarked motorbike to monitor roads and crack down on drivers who put bikers' lives in danger through their reckless actions. The officer is able to record themselves or other bikers being put at risk of harm from cars, vans, lorries, all through their poor or dangerous driving. This can be immediately reported to a nearby traffic cop who will pull the offending driver over. Body camera footage captured during a recent 2-week trial shows drivers overtaking motorbikes too close and pulling out on riders in actions which could have caused a collision. It led to 84 drivers being stopped for endangering a motorcyclist and are being prosecuted for offences such as dangerous driving, driving without due care and attention, or they were warned and educated about their potentially fatal actions behind the wheel. Motorcyclists who break the law or who are spotted travelling recklessly themselves also face being stopped and prosecuted. However, during the trial, just 1 was found to be riding dangerously. Now, the ongoing operation will particularly focus on collision hotspots, usually near junctions, and those stopped will be reminded of the need to be aware of other road users and the risks of being distracted. There were 349 casualties involving motorbikes across the UK in 2017, and officers from the Road Harm Reduction team, which are leading the operation, are hoping to improve behaviour on the roads to make them safer to all users. Sergeant John Butler said, "A motorbike is a popular form of transport, and just because it is on 2 wheels doesn't make it any less visible to a car, van or lorry. The vast majority of motorcyclists are law-abiding and deserve the same respect as all other users on the road, but as we have seen already, they are being put at danger by reckless drivers. This new operation with an officer on an unmarked electric motorbike enables us to observe the actions on the road and take action where appropriate. It's not just to enforce the law, but educating road users about the need to be aware of who is around them and how their actions can put others at risk. Ultimately, we want to keep people safe and reduce serious collisions in the West Midlands. This initiative is supported by West Midlands Fire and Motorcycle Action Group. Anyone with information on dangerous driving and has footage can report it via westmidlands.police.uk website." As of the 30th of June, the Met Police has enforced over 2,305 cases where a dashcam or headcam footage has been used in evidence to secure a positive criminal justice outcome. Detective Superintendent Sergeant Andy Cox from the Met's Road and Transport Command said the use of dashcam footage in cars and headcam footage from cyclists has been extremely helpful for both victims and officers. While it is great to see the benefits that the footage can bring to investigations, I'm sure that there are many more people who are not sharing their footage of incidents with the police. Maybe because they don't know how to share it with us or they don't feel comfortable doing so. Anyone who has dashcam or headcam footage of a collision or incident can upload it to metpolice/dashcam. Since the 1st of January 2019 to the 30th of June 2019, the Met Prosecutions Unit has received over 4,028 cases where a victim has submitted footage of an incident. Of that, 2,305 cases received a notice of intended prosecution. 353 people were given a warning. 1,370 people received no further action to be taken against them. The benefits of dash and headcam footage are great. They're really helping police tackle dangerous driving, road rage attacks and violence, all of which have no place on London's streets. This September, the Metropolitan Police Service are launching their campaign to remind motorbike users to lock, chain and cover. Bike crime is a hot topic whenever we speak to residents, and whenever we post online we get asked, what are you doing about it? We also hear, I locked my bike and it still got nicked. So firstly, what are the police doing about it? They're stepping up regular operations to identify, disrupt and arrest offenders. They're also mounting operations to arrest those responsible, using faster motorbikes to catch criminals, using stinger devices to deflate tyres and a forensic spray to mark individuals committing offences. They're also working with compulsory basic training providers to ensure scooter security awareness is embedded as part of new rider training. They're also working with employers in hotspot areas to run events to educate staff to park sensibly, educating the public on steps they can take to help reduce their vulnerability to both theft of scooters and theft of snatches. They're also speaking to companies that use scooters as delivery vehicles about strategies to improve the safety of their bikes. It's broken down into three main parts: lock, chain and cover. Lock. Use a disc lock to help secure the front brake disc or a grip lock to secure the brake and throttle controls. You could also use a D-lock on the front wheel to prevent it from being wheeled away. 2. Chains. Thieves often steal a bike by breaking the steering lock and wheeling it away. Use a chain lock through the back wheel. That's because the front wheel can be removed to secure your bike. With the lock tied to an immovable object such as a ground anchor or street furniture, this will stop thieves from cutting a lock trailing on the ground using an angle grinder. Thirdly, cover. Thieves often shop for a particular bike. Using cover instantly makes it less attractive to them. A cover also provides another time-consuming obstacle for a thief to remove. Well guys, if you need any help with any suggestions here, go down into the description below and I'll have a list of the top 3 items I recommend to protect your bike. A man from Oxford has been handed a driving ban and given a suspended sentence after he was filmed pulling a wheelie as he overtook an unmarked police car in Abingdon. At around 6:25 PM on Monday the 1st of July this year, Robert Newcombe, aged 52 of Pennock's Way in Oxford, was witnessed performing a wheelie on his Suzuki GSX-R 1000 opposite the H Cafe on the A4074. Officers were not in a position to stop Newcombe in the first incident for operational reasons, but later on that evening at around 9 PM, Newcombe was seen performing the dangerous manoeuvre again, but this time outside Abingdon Police Station on Corwell Drive as he overtook an unmarked police car. He then accelerated away from the police officers before being stopped further down the road. Newcombe was charged with 1 count of dangerous driving by postal requisition on the 27th of August and pleaded guilty to the offence at Oxford Magistrates Court on Tuesday the 10th of September. Newcombe was sentenced to 9 weeks imprisonment, suspended for 12 months, disqualified from driving for 12 months and ordered to take an extended test again to regain his licence. He was also ordered to pay £85 in costs and handed a £122 victim surcharge. PC Andy Wickens of the Joint Operations Unit for Roads Policing based in Abingdon Police Station said the manner of Newcombe's riding that night was completely unacceptable and was clearly a danger not only to himself but to other road users. Having earlier been witnessed performing the dangerous act, he was then foolish enough to conduct another wheelie as he overtook an unmarked police car opposite the station. Thames Valley Police will never tolerate such unacceptable dangerous driving and will always look to bring offenders to justice. Now in those comments down below, I want to know if you think that punishment was just right for him or if it was too harsh. That's all for this week guys, so be sure to enter that competition. As always guys, you've been awesome. I've been legit. I'll see you in the next one.